Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 11 of Star Chasers, the Gilded Token. So last time, the three Star Chasers met up with Ariel, returning guest Garret. Oh crap! Shut up, me. There we go.
Someone said it.
Ariel's back. Yay. Manshoon tasked them all with their second task of Manshoon, which is to find something called the Mask of Vronos on the planet of Innistrad. And they were led there by Ariel, who had been tasked with helping them navigate the local terrain. Ariel convinced the Eladrin who was teleporting them to get them much closer than they were originally going to by scaring the shit out of him, literally. They get back to Innistrad. And they start investigating where Manshoon believes the mask was. And they end up finding a cultist and his cult master, an aboleth named Khotan the Mindgorger. They fight the aboleth and the cultists. Storm of Stars turns the aboleth into a puffer fish thing, and Ariel passed judgment on the cultist and cut his head off, and then did a ritual to the head, and we will pick up right there. So, what would you all like to do?
I would like to be mildly ill.
Is that a free action? I think it's a free action.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If you weaponize it, I think it's a main action.
It's all very severe. I'd like to summon
Ariel.
Willow.
Ariel points her axe at the puffy fish, and she says, "What are we doing with that?"
Sorry, point of clarity to puffball an enemy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm currently making sure it stays that way. My sense is this thing is terribly intelligent and terribly powerful. So if we hurt it, it will, in its current form, it will revert to its natural state and likely provide a formidable threat.
How long will it stay that way, Storm?
An hour, provided I'm uninterrupted in my concentration. I can do other things, prepare lunch, etc. But is there lunch?
It's good to have our options open. Well, are we any closer to the mask, I suppose?
You do not see the mask, but there are two locations that you have not checked yet.
There's a guard tower.
Yeah. There's a guard tower and the place where presumably Khotan came from in the
center
lake.
of the lake.
Yes. I wasn't looking forward to going there.
There must be a boat, right, nearby?
There is a boat, yes.
Oh.
And you can see there's a boat on the surface of the lake, and the fisherman is pulling himself out of the lake, shaking himself off, and looking at you and shaking a fist. Damned adventurers!
It has nothing to do with me, mate.
Is there any sort of lobster cage around? Anything like that?
No. This is you
There are
net
types.
There are nets, but no cages.
Just one. Okay, so if we go out, should we drag Johnny with us, or I was thinking just to put it in a net or something and pull it behind. If we go to the lake, that is. That's my thought. Where would you all like to go?
Once again, I find myself with just the wrong spells prepared.
Was there like a chest or anything in the dude's shack that we could put it in?
No, just some obscene bed graffiti.
Yeah, there wasn't. He didn't really have like a closing chest or anything.
A net, because to keep him in the water, he needs to be in the water. If he isn't, he'll start to take damage and he'll revert. Although,
But do we think we can get to that guard tower within the hour? I am not keen on going under the water. I'm not built for it.
how high is the? I can go. How high is the tower?
The tower looks like it's maybe 60 feet tall, and it's kind of leaning a little bit and broken at the top. So the topmost bit, which you can see as a partial floor, is about 60 feet tall, and then there's more intact parts of the tower below it.
A perfect place to hide my creepy mask.
Right.
A lightning bolt and a Scooby-Doo scream away from just being the worst thing I've seen.
Is there something like a bucket of any sort around, or?
Yeah, pardon me. There's a bucket. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna scoop some water on the lake.
Okay.
The one with the puffer guy, and I'll just carry it with the bucket. Maybe cover it with some cloth.
Okay.
Like an oil cloth or something. Wrap it up. So I got him in a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the tower.
Slosh.
We have to check it out anyway.
Carrying an aboleth around in a bucket, it's no problem, I'm sure.
Well, if I get it to a high enough place and I drop it, whoops.
Well, no, but then
I don't know.
why don't you leave that like
Bucket
in the
here?
hut or something? Because then it has to.
It's trying to get out of a hut. It can't get out of a hut.
Put him
It
in the
doesn't have
hut, lock
hands.
the door,
It's making it terribly inconvenient for it, at least.
put a chair in front of the door. so
Otherwise,
he
we're
can't
carrying
get
it
out.
around, so when it does come out, it can still just rend.
But
all
I've got a surprise for anybody we meet. The last thing they're going to expect is an
I still
aboleth
think it's
in a
going to be
bucket.
anger at the catman who turned it into this thing. It's quite the indignity.
Yeah, all right. Can I concentrate for an hour without it being around me? I don't know that I can. So if we go out of range, it may revert anyway, and then
I think as
We're
long
back
as
to
you
square one.
concentrate on it, I don't think the range. I think the range is only for casting.
okay.
Andrew, I went to university for magic shit.
Yes.
What are my chances that I know of durations, distances, and other things that I had to stay awake through multiple classes for?
It's just you don't know why there's a second part to that course. You kind of
No,
get
I
it
know.
after like a semester.
There can't be a 201 of distances and duration.
I know what a cone is. As far as you know, as long as you are concentrating on the spell and on the same plane, which you
Yes.
will be.
Plane is the only distance that will matter
Yeah.
here.
It can be way over there, and as long as you don't stop concentrating on it, it'll continue to be a puffer an enemy.
Ariel, are you able to banish things?
With my axe.
Oh, that kind. You bring them to the Shadowfell, in other words.
She glances at the cultist.
Right. He and I thought we were friends. Anyway, he's got this wicked knife, and he did something to my canteen. Do you want to look at this? He put
Okay,
some of
can I
his
just-
blood in it, I think.
Can I just have the bucket? Still take
You
the
want
bucket?
the bucket?
Yeah,
All
sure,
right.
sure.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to take it into the hut. I'm going to put it down in the center.
As big
of the
as you
floor.
are. Come back here with that bucket.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to close
All right.
the door, and there we are.
Ariel's tempted to kick it really hard as he's walking, but she
No.
doesn't.
Cotan, the mind gorger sorted.
Out
We
of
have
sight,
to
out
get.
of mind.
We have to get a. We have to get a cage, like of adamantine bars or something that are sharpened on the inside for situations like this.
Perhaps in the guard tower.
Yes, sure. Do you want to go there? You don't want to get wet.
I cannot see myself being any good there, and I do not, in good conscience, think that it's good to send one of us down. So here we can all go, and then we can sort it out if the mask is not
Absolutely. Let's go.
there. Okay.
So it takes you about 20 minutes to walk across to the other side of the lake. And you see a ruined guard tower in front of you. It's it looks like there was a small barracks, but it has totally collapsed in on itself. There is a wooden door that has been shattered into the guard tower, and it's open to the elements. You can see the top has long been gone, and the stones at the top are kind of jagged and uneven and eroded. But you can see into the tower. There's no light source, but it's still day-ish. So, and can all but Hester see in the dark? I think that's true.
Oh, Lord. Fantastic. It's getting awfully dusky.
It's generally gloomy here, right?
Yes, generally gloomy. Not as gloomy as, because you have been to the Shadowfell storm. Not as gloomy as the Shadowfell, but you can tell that they probably see the sun occasionally.
Very well. I'll cast light on my shield.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Ariel.
Okay.
My benefit only.
Light spills.
Any other annoyances that we have to deal with before we carry on?
No, ma'am.
Light spills forward through the gate and the ruined door, and you can all see into the bottom of the tower, and it looks like there are a couple of mostly intact chests and boxes.
The temporary hit points that we had from last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was from Marley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are those still with? Do we still have those, or was that short term?
Yeah, CC, when does your imaginary bear go away?
Yeah. CC? If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Oh, she's muted, I think.
Yeah, dang.
Nope. I'm not
Shit.
muted, did I?
Well,
Now?
short answer is certainly by now, but...
Hold, please.
No, dear, sorry. It's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, no, you're not muted on my end.
You can hear her, but you can't hear her.
No, sorry, I had not muted her in Discord for any
Right.
reason. So but
Yeah, we could hear her perfectly fine.
yeah,
Stream.
before. Okay, hold on. I'm going to throw up tech difficulties, and I'm going to mute up.
My spirit bear only lasted a minute.
Okay.
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 In that case, I'm going to cast False Life on myself since I have it at will.
Okay.
Give myself some temporary HP.
Okay. Makes sense.
So the door is in front of you all. What would you like to do?
I'll march in first.
Okay.
I will send Willow into the air.
Okay.
Just to kind of keep a lookout for anything else moving. Especially the duskier it gets, presumably the better she is. It's spotting danger.
Okay. Which she will steer you right towards.
Oh, she is bad for us all.
I'll take up the rear.
I will. So you said that it was partially broken.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a window, upper level sort of access?
Yeah.
Can you see above the courtyard? Can I from that point, or is it only through the door?
No, if you climbed up to the window, you could see down into the kind of the open base of the tower.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go up the wall. And how high up do I need to go?
The window is 40 feet up.
Okay, well then I'll use my feline agility to go the full 40 and go up. What do I see?
So looking down, you can see on this level what remains of shattered arrow kind of stand things. It's like all archer equipment. And then looking down, you can see the light from Ariel's shield shining into the tower, and a couple broken shelves that looked like they held some kind of supplies that have long since rotted away, and 2 intact boxes and 2 intact chests.
Okay, and that's on the ground level.
Yeah, that's on the ground level, yeah.
Great. And does it look like there's a way down from where I am? Natural way down, other than, is there a staircase or?
There was a staircase, but it is broken.
It's just broken.
But you can continue to climb.
I will do that. I will. My next turn. No, I guess I can double move. No, yeah. So
you just don't have your feline agility back until you stop moving. But
right. Unless I double move and I count that as on the same turn. So if I can do that, I'll just continue up as high as I can go, and I'll message down. And I don't see anything in the courtyard that they can't see, like anybody.
Right. There's no hidden vampires or traps or anything
that I can see. As far as I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message to Marley what I'm doing. Right. No hidden
vampires. There's vampires.
Speaking of which, as I walk in through the front, I'll use one of my divine.
Oh, well done.
You do not detect any Celestials, Fiends, Undead, Hallowed, or Dehallowed ground.
Okay.
Marley, dear.
Mm-hmm.
You have a sword, correct?
Yeah, a scimitar.
Yes. Could you perhaps leverage one or two of these crates in the courtyard open? I don't think we'll be so lucky as to have the Mask of Ronus in one of the later shipments, but might help to see what's in there. I would do it myself, but I only have a quarterstaff and I am not very tall.
Sure. I'll try and pop them open.
There's a dear, thank you.
Okay. So can I get a strength athletics check, Marley?
Oh boy. Sure.
A druid's best feature. I would have asked the Paladin, but she does terrify me, so...
I have a +0, so let's go. That would be a 4.
Okay.
Are you doing it? Jimmy it.
You get your scimitar stuck in the side. It doesn't really go through, and you're kind of just trying to... Okay, I can pull it out now.
I see her struggling, and I go to help.
Foot on.
Quickly, before Ariel comes back. Oh, hello, Ariel, yes. We were just checking the box.
I messaged down, because I guess I can see or hear.
Yeah.
Good. Everyone can see my failure.
No. I can show you how to do it. We just need the
Willow perches on a nearby wall to just...
You're going about it. You don't need to do it with strength. You need to do it with deck. You need to do it with your subtlety. I can show you when I come back down. But
Great.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna give you inspiration. You can do it. Don't worry.
Ariel, if you would like to make an athletics check to try help / get it open.
I just sigh and use brute force.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll
Senpai's
very well.
disappointed in me.
What is this? Athletics?
Athletics.
That's only an 8.
Step aside, I got this axe stuck. What? How did... Wait,
Subtlety.
you weren't even using your axe, and you're like, how did it get stuck in here? So, you both have weapons stuck in this box. It's a box, everybody. You beat an aboleth.
I get really annoyed and I hand shield, my very heavy shield, to Hester. I say, "Here, hold this."
Oh,
I try again.
Nope.
Go down.
She's like,
Got it.
Okay, try again, Ariel. With advantage if you're gonna kind of get mad and throw your shield around.
What about a 20?
Okay, both weapons out, and you've cracked open the crate, and you're just immediately hit with the smell of like just rotted food, and a bunch of fish guts kind of spill out of this thing.
Yeah.
oh, are you guys making food down there? It smells great.
Oh.
So sorry I asked.
I grab my shield back, still just as annoyed. Whose idea was this to open these boxes anyway? Waste of time.
Pointing immediately at Hester.
The old sellout.
Loyal and true, Marley. Thank you, your confounding honesty. At it again. Yes, no, I just thought we should see. And so we've seen. I apologize for wasting everyone's time.
You've only opened one.
You have only opened one. There's another box and 2 chests.
Would you please be careful up there? Are you seeing anything good up there? You this? I messaged.
Oh, sorry. I an Amber Alert just came up on my phone. I was like, what? What do I see? I see your valiant attempts at making lunch. I appreciate that. I'll be down to have some in a bit. What do I see up here? Continued up?
So looking around, you can see Willow above you, but other than that, there's nothing else notable in the tower up here. There's nothing up here. So you've cleared the top 2 levels of. There's no chests or crates or anything up here. So
there's one level, and I'm imagining this terribly Skyrim style, so it's just kind of open concept, first level.
Exactly.
But the stairway is broken to it.
Yes.
There's 2 chests and a container. Did you say there are chests in the courtyard?
Yeah, there are. They're in the little area you guys are in. So.
Okay,
Did they look like locked or anything, or could we just pop them open?
One of them does look locked.
I'll come down and open it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just double move. Take me some time. It'll take me a couple turns to get down at first. Going strictly turn order. And thieves' tools check.
Okay.
Do you adhere to the idea that if you have proficiency with a set of tools, you get advantage on a check? That thing was posited in Xanathar's? Or do you say no?
No, it's proficiency plus ability.
Okay.
That's
cool.
How I usually do it.
Great. Alright, so...
Are there any
+6.
sconces with
25.
old torches or anything?
Yeah, there are a couple old lanterns.
Okay, I shall prestidigitate them lit just in case Ariel has need of concentration that's not making it so that I can see.
Okay. And I heard a 20-something for that thieves' tools.
Yes.
25, yeah, I rolled a 19.
Okay. So you hear the lock click open.
Great. I'm gonna I did do this beforehand. I'm just gonna make sure. Is there a trap?
Make an investigation check or perception if that's better.
It is. That's a 9.
Okay. You do not believe there is a trap.
Okay, guys. and I open it.
Did I look at it first?
Do you want to look at it before Storm opens it?
Yeah, because
Would
I'm
you
good,
like-
a little bit better.
Okay. Perception or investigation?
Perception, please. That would be a nat 20, so that's going to be a 27.
This chest is trapped. Yes.
So
I'm like,
Storm
okay,
is...
guys.
I'm like,
So-
no.
So like
What?
as
Storm is pretty well traveled, Marley. I'm pretty sure he has it.
as Storm
No, it's super trapped.
as Storm starts to open it, Marley sees the glyph of warding trigger and quick slams it shut, and the chest rattles as if a thunder wave went off inside of it. And you can kind of hear stuff clattering around in there. Nothing sounds like it broke, but you stopped the thunder wave from smashing Storm into a wall.
Wow. That would have broken my concentration for sure. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm so sorry.
It broke my
no, the-
concentration on
the
not peeing
smell
myself
of that
a little
amazing
bit.
food, it's really distracting. So I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the chest.
Okay.
Just in
Yeah,
case
that'd probably
there's
be a good idea.
residual trappage if it triggers
yeah.
each time. Do I need to?
If it was a glyph, it's spent now.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
And I
Oh, all right. Okay.
did attend university.
I went to college. You know. I'm still in technically anyway.
Seems
all right.
so interesting that the one that hasn't attended university was the one that found it.
Yeah.
Well spotted, Ariel. Yes.
Well, there are natural geniuses. That this is documented. I think Marley is one.
I can tell you the genus of mimics.
Why aren't we talking about that?
Natural genius. I
Yes.
hear it. I'll back her up. But back up.
Shadar-kai can blush, then Marley will go flush.
Okay.
Kind of become a darker ash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a very subtle gray. You believe Hester is correct. You don't have to spend the time or the spell slot on Dispel Magic.
Great. Okay. I'm gonna open this up. I don't know nothing about glyphs.
Okay.
Open it up, and is stuff inside broken?
So you can see there's a couple mundane weapons that were in here that are broken. A club, a short sword, a shield. But under all of those is an object wrapped in fine silk, which seems to have nothing on it, as if like it repelled all the debris, and it's just kind of sitting at the bottom.
I will.
You want to let me check that for you once more before you go grabbing it?
Sure. Why don't you do that? I would appreciate
Can I... to make sure there's no further trappage going on?
Sure.
Okay. Oh my god. This dice is, like, insanely out of control. I wish that I had a camera on it. That's another nat 20.
Okay. It is not trapped, and kind of feeling around the edges, you do feel like this is mask-shaped. It's kind of a big oval.
I'll walk over and say, Marley, what did you find?
I think I found our mask.
Would you like me to touch it for you?
Yes.
I don't wait for an answer, I guess, then. I'll just pick it up.
So, yeah, you pick up this silk-wrapped package, and once you pick it up and pull it out of the chest, everyone can see it is, oval-shaped, roughly the size of a face, and kind of curved under the silk.
What does this thing do? Does anybody know?
I can find out.
You
It will
can.
take me 10 minutes, but I can do it.
We have the time. How much time has passed since Aboleth's turn?
It has been half an hour.
Great.
Can we get an aboleth
Countdown.
The Aboleth clock.
And it took you 20 minutes to walk over here, so if you have to go back to deal with it, keep that in mind.
Right.
Well,
Now, Storm
if
can
this
also
is the mask,
teleport,
then what's our exit plan?
Then it's just about any which way.
We have it. Well, where's the ship?
It's a
How do
couple
we
of
get
days,
back?
unfortunately. We teleported here. Is there a way to
Right.
contact Chad?
Deep Amph.
I could
Can you
send to
message
him. We did meet him the once, but I think he has to be where we are to teleport.
Well, then he could teleport here, and then
Oh, balls. We
What
have
is
like a
again?
very terrible exit strategy, don't we?
Well,
Let me see the mask, and I can at least establish whether or not it is the mask of Vronis, I suppose.
yeah, that's a good. I'm gonna have some fish.
Okay. So Hester, you are handed a silk-wrapped mask.
Is that Ariel? You give it up without?
Mhm.
Okay. Feeling as if I have to prove my worth. I have Willow circle my general area to make sure nothing sneaks up on me, as is my wont when I do rituals. And taking out a pearl, I will mutter all kinds of dark incantations to my warlock. I mean, I've just probably runes.
So the mask looks like that.
Ooh, rad.
And it has several effects.
I am casting Identify, in case that was not clear. Yes.
Let's see. So the effects are... it adds +1 to armor class and saves. And it allows you to cast Protection from Good and Evil on yourself once a day, and Cure Wounds once a day on yourself.
Let's see.
I was hoping for teleport.
Yes.
Yeah.
At
Does
least
it
once
require
a day.
attunement?
It does require attunement.
Okay, very interesting that Manchun thinks he needs this, but
Now that we see this thing, would my knowledge of the area at all, would I know any of the background behind this, and maybe why Manchu wants this particular piece?
You're not sure why Manchun would want this piece, other than the fact that it's a solid enough magic item. But it's you recognize the name Vronos as a former Inquisitor who was a planeswalker. And he left Innistrad and came back when Avacyn went mad, and then he got into a fight with another planeswalker, you think, and that guy killed him because he's more important and has cards about him. So this guy was kind of not a big deal, but you're not sure why Manchun would necessarily want this mask. Maybe he's a collector.
He does like masks.
does it have the iconography of an Inquisitor? Does it seem like as part of Identify, I don't think it's legend lore. I don't know that I get to know that it's called the Mask
Right.
of Vronis, do I?
I think I let Identify tell you what the thing is called.
Okay. So it is the Mask of Vronis.
It is
We're
the
not-
Mask of Vronis, yes.
It's
for sure.
not like this place isn't crazy with masks and
Yeah,
okay.
this isn't...
I mean, it is, but
Oh,
what
this is
you
the
guys
mask
have is
of
the mask
Jonas.
of right,
Oh,
exactly.
Damn it!
No, we were so close.
It's his cousin.
yeah, you want the glowy mask another town over.
yes.
Son of a bitch, Manchun.
This is Billy Ray Vronis. We wanted Miley Vronis. as the
Ah.
mask. That's where we went wrong. All right. Well, it's quite good, and to anyone of our ilk, but mission accomplished. We just need to figure out how to get out of here. I present you with the Mask of Vronis. It's half as big as me.
So, other than sending to Chad, you do know that he was supposed to teleport you to a teleportation circle around here. And
yes.
if you look at the map, it looks like it is the map that Mansion gave you. It is noted on there, so maybe if you go there, you might be able to catch a ride the other way.
Yes. I'd say
Does
let's
it
do
bring
that.
us in the direction of the shack?
You'd have to pass the shack to go there, yeah.
Well, then let's hustle buns.
We have a little time. 20 minutes. TikTok.
That's-
Yeah, it takes us 20 minutes. It'll bring us back just in time.
Just in time.
Convenient.
Well, be prepared if we have to do anything. The thing has a... Yeah. I'm out of spell slots. All right. For that anyway.
Let's go.
Should we hurry, or should we rest and prepare to fight our way out?
A short rest wouldn't do me much good at the time.
A short rest will certainly place us back. Although I don't know how he likes being in a shack.
Yes, if we go now, we get there as he explodes out and is disoriented. In our best case scenario, if we take a short rest, we get there 40 minutes after he's pissed off.
And has crawled his way back to the water because Abelis have like a speed of 5 on land.
Yes.
But he still has his mental power.
I'd say let's go. If there's any advantage to be had, it's by going now. And if we're lucky, we just sneak past and full move towards the teleportation.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you all double time back past the shack, and if you're hustling, you move past the shack and you don't think the thing has unpolymorphed yet, and you keep going, and a bit after you guys are well out of way of the shack, you kind of hear a groaning noise and then an aboleth thrashing against a shack that it doesn't know how to get out of. I don't have thumbs. Goddamn doorknobs.
Love it. Okay. Now, what a relief. I can stop
From
concentrating.
now on, all my cultists have to have lever doorknobs. These turn things are very slick.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wait.
It should have a
I knocked myself
pad.
prone.
How is it not immune to prone? It's amazing.
I think if it had been
Pretty great.
if it had been released in Xanathar's Guide or later, it would be immune to prone.
For sure.
I would have made it immune.
Doesn't that mean it's just always prone? It's just constantly prone?
Kinda. I mean, it doesn't have
Like
legs.
Jabba the Hutt.
Okay, so
Design. Okay.
an hour of walking later, you approach a small, like, ranger's hut station, and you can see there's a fire, there's smoke coming out of the chimney, and the little building looks occupied.
Hester.
Do you want to approach Marley as the, I don't know, woodsy type?
I think
Yes, dressed in all black. I sure look woodsy.
You'd fit in here. Have you seen the trees?
That's true.
yeah, what about
How about you,
Captain
Ariel?
Bossy armor over here. Let's just have her kick the door open and tell them you're teleporting us back. I'm sorry, Ariel. I'm just very frustrated from all the running.
It's okay, Hester. These plans of yours to waste time just can't seem to not come out of your mouth.
Okay.
Wow.
Are
We're
you hungry,
approaching
Ariel?
this
I have
hut?
some fish.
So you approach the hut, and if you
Eat a Jabba no bada.
That's
My dumb joke.
if you open the door, you can see there is an older woman with steel gray hair, kind of pulled back into a bun. She keeps rubbing her hands and putting them by the fire. And when you open the door, she stands and asks you where to.
back to the iceberg lounge. What is it? The half mast.
Mhm.
The flaccid steeple, something.
The socks on.
Did Manchun tell us where he wanted us to meet him after we were collecting?
He did not.
Do we know the name of his flagship?
It's the Winged Serpent.
Yes. Any connections to the winged serpent here?
You want to go there directly?
Yeah, sure.
She will pick up a book and start flipping through it. And she ends on a page, and she says, I can get you to the Winged Serpent.
There we go. Bob's your uncle. He's apparently very well traveled. He's been to my planet, which I do mean to follow up on once we're paid and square here. Yes, and thank you, grandmother. That would be much appreciated.
And she will walk around and start drawing runes along the edge of a circle.
Can I copy those?
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
15.
Okay. You quickly sketch out the runes.
Can I make an insight check to make sure that if I can tell if this individual is being sort of true to her nature?
Sure.
And not planning to do something we're not intending her to? Oh, well, that's a nat 20, so that's 25.
You believe she is being upfront and honest with you.
Okay.
See, and Storm, you can copy the rune sequence into the teleportation circle, and it flares to life, and she gestures for all of you to walk into it.
Great.
I walk through. I don't waste any time.
Okay.
Oh, I discorporate Willow to just save us bodies.
Hester walks through.
I will follow.
Okay.
And I.
Okay.
And me.
Okay. So you all appear in a glass ball inside of a Spelljammer ship.
Saint elsewhere.
Yes.
Great joke by me.
It looks like a giant snow globe. And looking around, you do see a couple black-clad, self-serious young men who look at you, and they go... you can hear muffled voices say something. And after a couple minutes, Manchun comes down, and he gestures for the glass to be lifted up. And he says, precautions. My apologies.
Of course.
Good news, I hope.
Yes, for first things, we negotiated your ships successfully.
Excellent.
With the terrible penguin men's, and I have here the Mask of Vronus. Do you believe we're 2 for 2?
2 for 2. I am most pleased. He will take the mask and hand it to one of his associates, who puts it in a ornate chest and closes it and carries it off.
Chucks it out a window.
Losers. Disintegrate,
Trash.
disintegrate. Power word kill.
Oh. Oh. I lay down and cried.
Hester's ashes lay down and cry. Manchun will steeple his fingers and say, excellent, I will have the money delivered to the Doar shortly, and I'll pick up my ships
in a couple days.
In a couple days. I believe we have one more task.
I believe we do.
I don't believe I do. I think our agreement is fulfilled.
He says, technically, yes. Would you like to earn some cash?
Perhaps a second favor?
A second favor. He will nod and say, That is acceptable. He will pull out a pouch from his robes and gesture at someone to bring a small crate over. And they will open the crate and pull out like a small Keurig-style potion machine.
Certainly. By the way, on this side, I will have resummoned Willow while we were still probably trapped under glass.
And he will hand the pouch of coins to who's closest to him. Let's say Hester.
Yes.
He'll say, "Take one each, and you slot them into the potion machine, and I just want to see what happens."
I'll go first.
Wait, this is his third task?
Yeah. They showed up one day, and I don't want to test it. I don't want my boys to test it. I assure you it's fine.
10 minutes.
Huh?
I could tell you, Marley, would you like a coin?
You don't think he knows how to do that? I put the coin in.
Okay, so
Can I do like an insight check on this?
sure. Storm, when you pick up the coin, it's a smooth disc, but as you pick it up, it becomes engraved with what looks like a piece of parchment and a quill. That's There we go. That's about as
Very
nice
nice.
focus as I can get.
That was an 18 on the insight, by the way.
Okay, so who are you inciting? This machine, Manchun?
Manchun to see if he's like.
Manchun has a theory on what this is, and he just doesn't want his boys to test it.
Do I feel like it's nefarious or?
Oh, Manchun, I knew him, Marley. A gentleman of infinite jest.
I mean, yes, but also no. He does not have your best interests at heart. He wants you to do his jobs so that he doesn't report your friend as being a bounty and do nothing else. He got his mask, he got his ships. Now he wants to see how far you'll go.
What a dick!
Okay. That has been established, I feel. Yes, that's...
Okay, so if Storm puts the coin in, a small vial will appear, and the Keurig-style potion machine will pour a potion into it.
Are we all to go?
It made a potion. Is that all?
Capital, I see that, yes. And Ariel,
Sure.
would you like a coin? I don't think you're
Anything
obligated
else,
this
or-
part, but...
I mean, yeah, drink it.
Oh.
Um,
What does it smell like?
To you, it smells like catnip.
Ooh.
Storm, a little... closer.
Down the hatch.
Storm, you gain the benefits of a long rest,
Nice.
and you are teleported away.
Huh! So, does it look like teleportation, or does it look like I disintegrated?
It looks like teleportation.
Okay.
It's
Fantastic.
it's the
Yeah, you got
Avengers.
I feel great.
It's the Avengers Endgame effect. I don't feel so good.
Hester, I don't feel so. He was so young.
Okay.
Ariel,
We
would
lost
you like
the
to go
cat.
next?
Yay.
Okay. But where did he go, though?
You'll find out next turn.
Yeah,
When I see
Manchun will shrug and say, I don't know, why don't you follow him? Maybe you can tell me.
Well, I would try to read your thoughts, but we already know how that goes.
It's not gonna work.
I go and plop a coin in.
So, Hester, when you pull the coin out of the bag, yours looks like an owl.
An owl.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Speak of which, I disappear my owl.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case. And
and you get a potion which smells like brand new textbooks and ink pots.
Catnip for Hester's.
Appetizing, but I'm going to hold mine
Okay.
until other people have theirs.
It's only polite.
Oh, it's gonna get cold.
You don't want to cheers
You're gonna lose
an
the
empty
crema.
glass.
Who would like to take a coin next?
I guess I will.
Okay. Marley, you get what looks like a stag made of shadows.
Ooh. Cool.
Awfully specific coins there, Andrew. Very well done.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I plop it in there.
Okay, and you get your potion smells like freshly cut grass, but kind of that like right after it rained smell too, like it's a dewy, freshly cut grass
On the
That's
moon.
awesome.
on the moon.
Okay, I'll take a coin.
And Ariel's looks like the moon eclipsing the sun. And yours smells like the candles and incense that you used to burn at the High Church of Avacyn in the High City.
Yeah. Bottoms up, ladies. Let's go save Storm.
I pretend to drink and let them drink.
See you there.
Manchun will nod at you and say, "Respect."
Psych. Right.
Before I drink this, I wanna ask Manchun.
Mm-hmm.
Manchun, perhaps payment on those 2 favors up front before I drink this.
Interesting. What do you have in mind?
She sort of gingerly taps and caresses the reliquary that hangs from her belt, and she says, "I want to know exactly who killed Cephas. Favor 2, I want you to be able to get me to that person as quickly as possible. I will be back."
Done and done.
And then she drinks the potion.
Okay. Okay. So, Storm, you appear before all of your friends, and you are in a what looks like an ornate entryway to a castle. It's beautiful masonwork and stonework, and a purple carpet leads down the center of this hallway, up some stairs, and there is an ornate gold gate that, in gold lettering, says Jimmy Jangles Brewing Company.
Have I heard of this place?
Give me an Arcana check. Let's see if you have.
20, dirty 20.
Okay. Dirty 20. So, Jimmy Jangles, you're thinking, you've definitely had potions brewed by someone named Jimmy Jangles before. And they're usually very good tasting potions. Sometimes potions taste like Robitussin. These, you remember actually tasting like something.
So, do I get the sense that the one I just drank is perhaps from that
yes.
source?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Interesting. Wonderful. I go up to the top of the stairs, making sure no one's around me. Is there anyone?
And as you reach the top of the stairs, one by one, Hester, Marley, and then a couple beats later, Ariel appear.
Just what I thought. You couldn't trust Ariel. There we are. Good. Yep.
Oh, didn't see it.
This is a potion.
I messaged Storm, as I don't know if he's in eyesight. He or not. Storm.
I wave. I'm here. Top of the stairs.
I thought you were up some steps. Okay.
Yeah. Come up the purple rug. This is an amazing place. They make potions, among other things, I believe. But let's
We just
let's
came
go
from a
in.
machine that made potions.
Aren't you hungry? Look at this place. Look.
Could eat.
Well, we're in a public house. We've been fighting the slime people and stuff. All of that. Aren't you?
Absolutely. Storm, lead the way.
I will.
I'd like to point out to Ariel that I'm not the one twatting about this time. I just...
Does the door require? Is it pushed open, or do you have to knock, or
No,
pull a bell?
There are big old handles that you can push open.
Okay. Push the door
Did we
open.
all get that long rest?
You did all get the benefits of a long rest, yes.
Okay, oh bless.
Sorry.
Bear's back.
Okay. So you push open the gates, and you enter into a... it's still clearly a castle room, but it's got, grass on the floor. And there appears to be a black river running through it. And you can all see there are goblins kind of cavorting about, and as soon as they see you, they all eyes get big and run away towards the river.
I cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
What? How far are they from us?
None of them are closer than 100 feet.
Okay.
I'll cast False Life on myself again.
Okay.
Does the place appear to be in disarray? Like there's mayhem going on, or has been?
No, it's a very well kept lawn and shrubbery. There appear to be it's almost garden or arboretum-esque. They appear to be cultivating certain plants.
Okay. All right. Well,
From the looks of these things, we know them to be goblins, though. It just doesn't look like this is where goblins live.
It does not look like this is where goblins would normally live, but they are definitely goblins.
And this black river,
Yes.
black water.
It seems to be more viscous than water. It's thicker.
Old Blackwater, keep on rolling.
Oh, is there a Mississippi moon? If it keeps on shining on me, then
We're probably fine. I know it's not cosmopolite, but goblins, are we really accepting them at the table now?
Wow.
what?
I'm sorry, I know.
We have
What about
one on our
Nike?
staff. Yes.
It's my stuck-upness showing. All right.
Can I attempt to approach a goblin?
Sure.
Oh, I thought they'd all fucked off.
They have, but they've kind of all
Okay,
congregated in a corner, so if you walk towards them, they don't really have anywhere to go.
Sure.
I walk towards that corner, as intimidating as I can, and I demand that they tell us, where are we?
Where's
Who
Jimmy
owns
Jangles?
this place?
There's a sign out front.
They will, as you approach, you can hear one of them say, "No, they're adventurers. No, we have to do the song."
I cast tongues, by the way, and regain my mage armor slot
Okay.
for doing so.
That means you can understand and speak all languages.
Yeah, anyone within earshot understands me.
Okay.
I can understand anyone.
Okay, but it doesn't apply to written languages, right?
No, that's comprehend languages.
Okay. So, The goblins all, as scary as you are, they all kind of get into like a choreographed formation, and they start singing, "Booyagh, booyagh, gobbledygoss."
Yes, go fuck yourself, Andrew.
Jimmy Jangles is a great boss. Booyagh, booyagh, gobbledygeese. No complaints or issues clearly. If we had him, he'd hear us out. No one would die, there is no doubt. Do as he says, and it'll be fine. Just make sure not to cross the line.
I draw my battle axe.
All right.
The goblin starts screaming.
You came in almost in time with the sound too. Was the button? Wow.
So all the goblins.
So is that chocolate?
Ariel, please, your solution to everything cannot be violence, can it?
I did not think it was possible to find something more annoying than you, sir.
Right.
It's you're sizist, is that it?
Oh.
Young goblins, and I say this, well, you can apparently speak enough Common to have learned a song. Are you oppressed in a way that a workers' revolt would help?
They will say, no. As long as we do what he says, we are free.
Wow. That is an actual thought crime. And I am like crazy creepy. Okay. Friends. Certainly you are here to facilitate our entryway to your Carnival of Horrors. So what is the easiest way to negotiate that, please? If need be, I can invoke Folk Hero, because as we all know, I went to university and I'm a man of the people.
Right.
The goblins will all start yammering at once until one of them finally is pushed forward as the elected
No, Joe
leader.
has the best cheesesteak. You're crazy.
You're insane. It's all gimmicks. And he will say, we are goblins from Goblidonia. We were a poor, oppressed people until Jimmy Jangles found us and took us away from our terrible, desolate home where we were eaten by ankh eggs and boulettes and duck bunnies and stench cows and roving maulers and grells. Here we are free, as long as we do what he says.
Where is Lord Jangles?
Oh, he is in his office. You are adventurers. He hates adventurers.
Why?
I'm starting to see why Manchun sent us here.
Did he send us here though?
The elected goblin will say, he says you don't appreciate the finer things in life or the craftsmanship that goes into his artisanal potions, that you're a bunch of plebes.
Excuse me.
That was a turn?
No.
Excuse me?
Terribly impolite.
That's just his word.
Is there some kind of haunted gondola or rowboat that we can take down your viscous stream?
He will point at the obviously haunted gondola.
No, bless. Thank you. I will message the lead goblin in his native tongue as best I'm able. If you are in some danger, blink twice.
He will blink like 1,000 times.
Okay, well, we're not great at counting, but fantastic.
1,
All
2,
right.
many, lots.
Did it. Any more than one was close to 2.
Closer to 2 than 1.
And that's the loneliest number. Okay, everyone on the haunted boat.
All right. I cast
And like in a huff,
protection
Hester
from
gets in the
evil
back of the
and
boat and like
good.
just waits for something to happen. Like, let's go, I guess.
Say that again, Storm.
I cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay. The goblins, you can all hear say, "But they got into the boat. They weren't indecisive. Do we still have to sing the song?" We still have to. Okay, we have to sing the song.
Okay. Well, I don't want Andrew to have wasted his time.
The goblins will say, "Jimmy Jangles says all adventurers are the same, so we have to teach them all the same lessons." Our Lord and Savior, Jimmy Jangles.
Loompa, loompa, dippity-doo.
First of all, it's Booyahg. Which is goblin for magic.
It is.
Of course. I understand that now.
So they will all start to go into little formation again, circling around the people who aren't on the gondola. And this one is, what do you get when you can't make a choice? Stammering, stalling, you'll lose your voice. All you must do is pick a path. There is no gold for those who sit back. Take a chance. You only live once. What could go wrong? Booyagh, Booyagh, Gobbility. If you're decisive, you will go far. Booyagh, Booyagh, Gobbility, just like us goblins do.
I grab a goblin and I throw it in the river.
The goblin hits the black pudding and immediately dissolves.
Now we know what the river does. I get onto the boat.
Okay, it was just me, so just careful.
Was that?
I'm gonna cast bark skin on myself and then I'll get in the boat.
Okay. Has everyone gotten into the boat at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
I've spent a lot of money, but I will put 2 gold on the shore for your loss.
Money doesn't solve everything, you know, Hester.
Well, they can at least
Buy a new friend.
Did you say that there was like plants and stuff growing in this courtyard?
Yes, quite a few.
It's quite well appointed, if I recall.
Can I Druid craft one of them to bloom or whatever?
Sure.
Or ripen if there's something that can be ripened upon it, so that I don't know, maybe that'll help them get over their friend or something.
No, we've all presented plenty of empty gestures this day.
So everyone gets onto the gondola, and a bunch of goblins pile into the back and grab a pole and start pushing you along.
Oh god, they're coming along. Can I scare them off of the boat and steer it myself?
You're gonna paddle? You're gonna use all the pontoons yourself?
If you'd like to make an intimidation check, there's 3 goblins with gondola sticks. Or 3 groups of goblins. They're kind of piling
wrong with them?
Choltish
why are you
goblins.
Doing this? This is their place, man. Woman, thing, it. I'm sorry, Aasimar, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, what's wrong with them? Let them do their job. They sing. They're, you don't like music?
Fine, let's get this along quickly, please.
They'll say, "Should we sing the song about being bloodthirsty?" Is that it?
You like bloodthirstiness? Come on, let's let them sing.
Have a good time.
I'm gonna accompany them.
Okay.
I'll try and pick out the tune as they sing along.
Okay.
Tomothy Q stars.
I'll cast, and that'll be the counter charm.
So they,
that might be smart.
They start singing. What do you get when you thirst for blood? Seeing everyone else as mud. The whole world is just black and white. What do you do when there is no light? You kill everyone now. Booyagh, Booyagh, Gobbledygook. If you're not vengeful, you will go far. Booyagh, Booyagh, gobbledygoo, just like us goblins do.
Marley will take a little bit of personal offense to the world being all black and white makes you kill things line.
They're not right, is the thing. They've been taught songs by a mad tyrant. Just like the real Willy Wonka. I mean, intellectually distinct.
Intellectually distinct potion maker. I would like to look at Ariel a bit to be like, that song was yours. That one's your fault.
Yes, I think so. I mean,
just saying.
And you all start going very quickly through this tunnel, and then a freak out appears.
Yeah. It's not very psychedelic. Yeah. I get it. I just close my eyes.
I'm still doing the counter charm.
The lights start flashing, and they see someone's closed their eyes, and they're just kind of like, "Oh, it's not. Cut the lights. Cut the lights." And then, very quietly, and they seem discouraged, you slowly go through the tunnel.
Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane a-blowing?
Okay. You get to a small landing, and the goblins push the gondola up to the landing platform, and they quickly run off and up and open the door for all of you to go into the next room.
Okay. I'll go up first.
Marley, I'm much better at getting on boats than off of them. Could you be a dear and just...
Oh, do you need some help?
Well, yes, please. Thank you.
I will lift her out of the boat as much not like a child as possible.
Thank you.
There's a big girl. An adult.
Oopsie. No, see, that's where... No, a hand would have done, but thank you. Yes, that does save...
The armpit lift is the one you got to do.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
The goblins hurry into the next room, and you can hear them start to chorus, "Booyagh, Booyagh, gobbledygoo. We've got a perfect trap for you. Booyagh, Booyagh, gobbledygee. If you die, we will be free."
Huh?
Can I have perception check? Or something?
Sure.
What was that last part?
It'll be a 19.
If you die, we will be free.
Huh. So you've been told this? If we die, you'll be free, or?
One of them steps away from you and then nods its head very quickly.
That was a 19, by the way.
A 19? Okay.
Whatever they've got coming.
So you guys enter into a perfectly circular room that has a pedestal in the middle with 5 potions on it and a sheet of paper. There is no obvious exit from the room other than the one you just walked through.
I take this piece of paper and cast Detect Thoughts.
Interesting.
You do that?
Yes, while I'm reading the paper, I'm reading the thoughts of the goblins as to which of these they really, really want us to drink.
Okay, so the downside is the goblins do not know the answer to this puzzle.
Yeah, right. Well, shit.
But you are flooded with all the lyrics and choreography they have to remember.
Oh. All of those songs are for you, Hester.
No reason to go deeper there. Got it. Okay. What's the paper say?
So, the paper says, "When I am alive, I do not speak. Anyone who wants to takes me captive and cuts off my head. They bite my bare body. I do no harm to anyone unless they cut me first. Then I soon make them cry.
It's an onion.
Cut off my head. Anyone who cuts me makes me cry? Is that...
Mm-hmm.
I soon make them cry.
I do no harm to anyone unless they cut me first. Then I soon make them cry. Yeah.
Okay. Are any of these potions onion-shaped or appointed?
Smell of onion?
If you go and smell all of them, one of them does smell like onions.
Good.
I'll take it and I'll have a little taste.
Okay. When you take a sip, Storm, you can now, looking around the room, you can see the exit to the room.
Oh. Do you guys see that door over there? No? Here, let me show you. When I go to the door, is it an obvious... Does it look locked or...
Nope. It is
and we don't, right?
The rest of you do not see the door, but you can see Storm walk over to a obvious stone part of the wall. And yes,
are the goblins kind of fuck?
Son of a bitch!
I'm still reading their thoughts for now.
They're like, oh, onions.
Okay, well, I don't see it, Storm, but I'm following you. Do you?
I
could leave the paper here for the next fools. You got it.
Pad at the door.
Yep.
To try and open it. With Mage Paw.
Mm-hmm. So the rest of you see a part of the stone wall open as if it were a door, and the door to the next area is open.
Brilliant.
Do I still
very
have some
decisively
of this,
walk through.
Do I still have some of this onion juice, or did I drink it all?
No, you still have some left.
All right, I'm gonna stopper it up and put it in my little pouch.
Okay.
It has that Jimmy Jangles brand flavor, right?
Mm-hmm. It's really good onion flavor.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Oh crap!
Everything.
What was that?
We're good.
I don't know, but
Are the
good.
boxes messed up?
Nope, boxes are good. So.
It's a weird. There's a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike, I don't see myself on camera anymore.
Oh.
It's weird. I mean, on the Discord thing, I see all of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've had that occur before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Bizarre hiccup.
Yeah, you're
okay.
You're good. You're good on our end. I'm still picking you up
Yeah.
when you're on the
Yeah.
overlay. So.
Excellent.
Okay. So what's in the next room? What do we see?
Yes, and do we need a goblin to sing it to us first?
I'm sure you've already got the
before we-
songs and the moves in your head, right?
Yes. This is a good one.
Yes,
Yes,
Marley.
Marley.
Before we go through, did I see Storm put it in the onion thing in his pouch?
Were you trying to hide that, Storm?
No.
Okay. Then no.
Can I hey, Storm, maybe you should leave that for the next person, in case
Next person? Oh, I see. I guess I thought this was a one and done thing. Has this happened before to the goblins?
They will all look at each other and reading their thoughts. Yeah. A lot.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
someone usually
people figure
refill
it
the
out,
onion
is what I mean.
juice.
Yeah, but he doesn't like it when you take it.
Well.
You stole Jimmy Jangles' onion juice.
Oh,
Black and white, clear as day.
I'm having an image. Okay, I'm gonna. Does he look like Gene Wilder in the mind? Yeah.
If Gene Wilder were a hobgoblin, yes.
Nice.
I feel like you should put it back. There's a song if you steal it.
Oh, okay. Here, no
And
problem.
you might turn into an onion?
Oh, that would be a layered experience. I'm sure that would make me cry.
Very, very droll. Thank you, Storm. Yes.
I'm here to help. Okay, great. I give it point well taken, Marley.
Okay.
You are my conscience.
Yeah.
I'm sure stealing the life of a goblin is inconsequential compared. Anyway, I'll just make my way through this doorway now. Excuse me.
So you all can see past Storm. There is a long hallway that appears to have carved into the sides of the walls various elemental symbols.
Okay.
Like the 4 basics, or is there more than that?
You can see fire, wind, water, lightning. You do see what looks like a snowflake, maybe a thundercloud, skull and crossbones.
Yeah, boy, Pokemon is really getting out of control.
Is there a song that goes with this section?
Let's see. Do they have a song?
And do quick scan again to see if they're just kind of like touch poison, or anything.
One of them is thinking, no one ever gets past the Hall of Elements.
Okay.
You just gotta be fast. You just gotta be real fast.
Oh, I can be real fast.
I see.
And they all kind of pile up behind the doorway behind you, and all stacked on top of each other, and some of them are hanging from the door frame. And they start singing, "What do you get with the curious mind? Poking and prodding all that you find. Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Don't you know that is so wrong? It's that kind of trap that killed the cat.
Oh!
Booyagh, gobbledygook. If you are careful, you will go far. Booyagh, gobbledygoo. Just like us goblins do." Someone's really hitting that last note.
Okay, yes. Clarence, we're a little pitchy, and we're a little early, weren't we? We knew we were.
Oh.
We're not going to get to states with that kind of performance, Clarence.
It's because they're used to having one more in their retinue. It really throws the whole thing.
Jerome was our only base.
Yes.
We think he was a bugbear.
Marley.
Young bugbear.
You are able to change shape, are you?
Yeah.
Do you have anything that is swift? Ariel, don't get too far ahead. Nor you, Storm.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I've got tons of things that are real fast.
Okay. I have it on some goblin authority that speed will be of the essence in this chamber. And so I am not very fast. And judging by... Ariel is heavily armored, am I correct in that stereotype?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She casts a little incantation, expeditious retreat.
Oh, excellent. Well, then I don't have to cast haste. Marley, I don't know the politest way to ask. Can I ride you?
Wow. Even Ariel's eyebrows go up at that one.
Okay, so you need something fast and big enough for you to ride. Sure.
I mean, that's most things. Just, yeah, don't be like the swizzliest mongoose. And I think we're probably all right. Wolf. Any kind of deer.
Yeah. I could do like either a wolf or like a panther. Would she be able to go on a panther?
No, a panther sounds very... yes, anything you'd like, panther.
I think I can literally turn it into like a horse.
How long is the hallway?
Always about 90 feet long.
Yeah, a horse also sounds good, very tall and terrifying to me, but there's always panther.
I'll go panther.
Yeah, great choice.
How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling is 40 feet off the ground.
And the glyphs are on the walls or on the floor?
On
or
the
all of them?
walls.
Only.
Yes.
Okay.
So do we see like a door on the other end? We just gotta like book it.
That's what it seems like the goblins are implying.
Okay, I'm gonna say, let's maybe not touch anything if we can.
Well, I can get there instantaneously and take someone with me with Dimension Door.
Oh, well then why
Or
don't you
I
do
can
that
run.
with Hester?
If
Oh.
this riding thing isn't a
Yeah,
side
no.
project.
No, I'll find another chance to ride a panther.
Okay.
A White Snake album cover or something.
Yes,
I'm sort of an evolved panther. If you like.
Almost had the
whatever
full
that is.
collection of my halflings being White Snake album covers, but I suppose another day.
I don't know if we should deny that reality. Really, I'll take Ariel. You know, she's got the armor. I mean, unless you
turn
want.
into a panther.
Okay.
Okay.
So Ariel, if you'd like a
Well-
faster trip away.
If if I ran alongside you, you would have a better chance of.
Oh, well spotted.
Oh, right. You guys run together. Well, we could all do that. Fine. Let's just run. I'll save the spell slot. I'll go super fast.
Let's all save the spell slots. We might be fighting like some archdevil or something at the end
Right.
of this.
I'm maintaining protection from evil and good.
Yes.
And
Oh, yes. Another. Well, no.
Yeah.
Bamfing wouldn't have broken your concentration, but still,
No.
well spotted.
Yeah.
All right, I
just
will
as a
get
sidebar.
on this very. Ooh, it's warm.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and win the race, but I'm gonna try and stay within 10 of Ariel because of her aura.
Yes.
Okay.
That may be important. Should any of us goof it?
So it's 90 feet. Storm speed is 30, and he can dash.
If I double move, then I have 120.
You got 1 move. Okay.
120.
Expeditious retreat
Yeah.
lets Ariel do the same thing.
Mhm.
And how fast is a panther?
That's what I was just looking up.
So it's
50 feet.
Okay, so you can all get there in 1 turn. Okay.
Does a panther have any kind of leaping or anything that will?
I have pounce.
Do you need a running start for it, or at the end of it?
Let's see. If the panther moves at least 20 feet straight forward, it's a creature, and then hits it with it's an attack thing.
All right. Maybe we could still do the last 40 feet or something in the air. Is there any pressure points?
Okay.
If there's a goblin over on the other side, I can like pounce on it.
Tear it apart.
Ariel approves of this.
Ariel will remember this.
Can I get dexterity saving throws from everyone?
No,
Everybody gets a plus
I refuse.
4.
Yay.
Hester, you do not have to make one because you were riding on the panther.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, and so
Before anyone reveals their answers, please. Andrew, my changing the tide of fate, so far we've been satisfied to do so after the fact.
Mhm.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
that'll be okay.
That'll be okay.
Okay.
14 with the bonus.
14 from Storm.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the and what are we getting from
That's +4 from Ariel.
Ariel?
Plus
Okay.
4. Yeah.
oh, +4. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Oof.
But I have +6 because Dex is as all get out. But, pretty Dex.
Marquette.
I forgot. Do I take my stats if they're better, or the cat's
So
stats?
you take the cat's physical stats.
Physical stats.
Ah, that's right. Okay. I mean, it's only 1 difference, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Are you actually more dexterous than your form currently?
Yeah. But just by 1. Let's see. So that would be with a +4. That'll be a 15.
Okay. And Ariel.
Well, I had a nat 20 until it just rolled over onto a 2.
Oh,
so,
no.
So that's
no.
that's a 6.
6. Okay.
Oof-a-doof.
Oh, shoot. Apologies. I have any amount of ways to make things re-roll, but I think it had to be targeting me to make something else re-roll.
Oh, did you roll your numbers already for your new day?
I did. I got an 18 and a 7. But
Dang. I don't have any Dixie spirits.
But let's see. None of my friends can roll 1s, but for luck, it has to be either targeting me or from me. Is that how you remember it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then, what did you roll on the dice, Ariel?
A 2.
Would a 7 be better? Well, obviously, but what would the results of a 7 be?
An 11.
It would be an 11.
No.
Yeah. So
Ariel rolled an 18.
Okay.
Nice.
So she got a 22.
Bending
Okay.
reality.
I see a reality in which Ariel falls behind and gets just fireballed and frozen and poisoned, and there's a steel Pokemon, and who knows what that's about.
Okay.
And I see a path through for her.
you hear sounds of Pika Pika. And,
It somehow sounds like Ryan Reynolds at the same time.
So the three of you, off a runner's block, kind of get low, and you sprint, and you all get across in one turn. So 6 seconds. And as you do, you stay ahead of pretty much all of the elemental. There's a fire bolt, an ice blast, a lightning bolt, a clap of thunder, poison splashes down onto the ground, acid shoots up, this creepy purple and black kind of wave shoots over, and Ariel, thanks to Hester's divination, expertly dodges everything. Marley and Storm and Hester, however, you all are going to take some damage.
Dang.
Oof.
Not a lot. No one's resistant to any kind of elements, right?
No.
All of them, yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Hardy Constitution, probably?
So, you all take 4 elemental damage. You're all singed, splashed acid, lightning bolt sears the back of you. You're all kind of just nicked by various things because you did well enough that you took not all of the damage you would have taken, but some of it.
Okay, so in toto it's 4
Yes.
elemental damage.
Yeah, and
okay.
it's just all different kinds.
once we get to the end of the hallway, we finish running. I lay on hands to heal everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
I was gonna say, there's no possible way that I could absorb any of those elements, could I?
If you
Be
want
absorbing-
to cast absorb elements, you can. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it for only 4 damage, but
Yeah, it was more of for trying to store up that for
Store
the
up
next.
the melee
Oh.
attack.
sure. If you'd like, you are more than welcome to. But
Do you like literally any element?
Mhm.
It seems would apply.
Yeah, sure. I'll store that up.
okay, so which one do you want to pick?
Shoot. Gosh, there's so many to choose from. I'll store up.
What was the sickly purple energy? Necromancy?
Yeah.
Necrotic. So I don't think you
Necrotic.
can store that one because it's not a
Oh, no?
proper.
No.
It's not a proper element.
Even from the book that's
Or
made up?
poison.
I know.
Can I store up the ice one then?
yeah. So you store cold,
Cool.
and you only
Okay.
take 2 damage. So note that for lay on hands effect.
It'll
You
be
just
Okay.
use less.
total, right?
Yeah.
4, 4, and 2. Excellent.
So you all reach the end of the hallway, and there's kind of smoke and steam pouring through the hallway, and all the goblins kind of pile into the doorway, and they all kind of nod. They actually did it.
Do they have to follow us now?
Keep going.
It's like the end of all the goblins.
No, they've got a hidden block, so they can.
Yeah. There's
They-
like a
they
long
can-
way around.
Keep
So the
going.
door that we're at, is that sealed?
It is not. It is simply closed, not locked.
Wait, how far are we away? 90 feet. Oh, command
90.
only has a range of 60.
Like that was done on purpose.
Marley, dear, part the door. Just get it open. They seem to.
Rawr.
I use Mage Paw.
A cool quarter of them don't even know it's in the next room. It's apparently always hard to survive.
The door opens and you enter into another circular room that is all white and has one mirror hanging at the end of it.
Mirror, huh?
I'll walk up to the mirror and look into it.
Okay. Make a charisma saving throw.
I'll bring it on.
Oh yeah. Of people to make this save, I think you're all right.
I rolled a 6, but that's an 18.
God!
Dude, nice.
Holy shit.
Okay, yeah. You stare into the
You
abyss
have a
and the
20
abyss
charisma?
shits itself.
I say nobody else should look into this mirror.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean, like this? Not kidding.
Is there a song about mirrors?
So many. I'll be your mirror, reflect who you are in case you don't know. I'll... etc.
All of the goblins kind of, you can hear them scream and scurry through the hallway as the traps re-go off, and half of them kind of pile into this room, and they're all singed and seared. Boy, we got one more, boys. Let's go.
Oh, that is so messed up.
I admire commitment to the show must go on, boys. Clapping.
How many's left? Is it?
There's 7 left.
Oh wow. Okay.
There's Wilson and Philip.
R.I.P. Clarence.
He was a little pitchy though. We all agree.
And they all pant for a minute, and then they stand up straight and they start doing the little choreography again, and it's
Hester can't help, by the way, to kind of be like,
Because you've seen how it's supposed to go, right?
and it's tomb ratings bad, and it's just plain rude. What, did you hate them and live in a feud, seeking only glory and fame? We know exactly who's to blame. The dead mother and the father, Booyagh, Gobbility. If you're not greedy, you will go far. Booyagh, Gobbility, just like us goblins do. And then you okay? Man, it's not worth being free, man. It's just not worth it.
Look, we have perhaps job opportunities for you guys. We'll see. We want you to crew.
How hurt are the goblins?
They have like 7 hit points total, so they're probably down to like 3 each.
They're half dead. In other words.
I'll use my lay on hands and back one,
Okay.
and I'll say I'm sorry about the one that went in.
One of them will kind of grab your hand and just giant eyes go, I understand. and put his little goblin hand on your forearm. You did them a kindness.
As intimidating as I can, I do not touch him.
Man,
I'm very taken with Ariel's change of heart, and I'm gonna sort of start purring and give you inspiration, because I really appreciate what you did for these guys. You know, I admire their pluck too, and it's nice to see that art can win people over and change minds and change hearts. You know,
I don't see a grave to rob or not rob. I'm not sure of the moral.
Most graves are buried
in this
right?
room. There's a mirror which I've been told not to look into, and I need a boost anyway. So
maybe it's a door.
The goblins all turn to each other and they say, "Did we do the songs out of order? Whose job was that?"
Damn it, Wilson, and both Phillips.
Sorry. So we can't be. Maybe there isn't a grave.
Very proud
Is there
of
a grave?
myself, if you must know.
Can you confirm, goblins?
Though they will say, "There's no grave in here."
Is there some kind of vanity or something?
That was the interest song. I think this is the curiosity one.
Oh.
I thought that was the last one.
That was the,
This applies to a lot of different situations. We've been told that adventurers are superstitious and cowardly, so
okay,
might also be Batman villains.
Same diff, yeah.
So the mirror, yay or nay? I just
do you still have up to tech thoughts?
It only lasts a minute, so almost certainly not. Okay, right?
Can I just explain what I saw to see if it would help Hester form some thoughts or?
Good luck.
Sure. So when you looked into the mirror, you saw the reflection of yourself, and it looked like the reflection tried to grab you and pull you into the mirror, but it failed. And then, now looking into the mirror, you don't see yourself, but you can see everyone else in the room.
So she's become a vampire. Okay.
That checks out.
The only solution. No.
Can I take something inconspicuous, like I don't know. Let's see. What do I have? I don't know, like a piece of. How about my candle that I have out of my backpack, and I just sort of gently toss it into the side of the see what happens.
Into like the exterior side of the mirror?
Yeah, into the mirror itself. Just sort of try to bounce the candle off of it to see if it will go into the mirror, see if it would actually reflect, if it's a solid surface.
So it does bounce off the mirror.
Okay.
Does do there appear to be any other ways out of this room?
No.
All right.
Is it dangling? Like, what's this? Is it a length?
It is
a body length mirror
dangling from wires, but it is like hanging against a wall, so you can't see the back of the mirror.
Okay. Well, before I even look into it, is there just a door behind
it? So when you do pull back the mirror, you can see there is a portal on the other side of the mirror.
Yeah.
Portal. Okay, meaning an open doorway.
Like a swirling arcane portal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Crazy talk. What do we think about that, Hester?
Well, what do any of you think of it? It's either the source of the attempted abduction or it's the workaround. Oh, heck. Ariel's within 10 to 15 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
I look in the mirror.
You look in the mirror?
Yes.
Okay, make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Ooh. It's a natural 20.
Okay. You succeed,
Which brings me to, like, 26 or something, too, by the way.
So
it's not shite.
You succeed, and like Ariel, you see your reflection try and grab you, and then when it fails, you simply see everyone but Ariel in the room.
Is it Red Eyes evil me? Is it otherwise
It's just
me?
It just looks like you, yeah.
Boy, it has been a day or two since I've seen a mirror. Okay, well,
maybe we should try the portal. I push the mirror to the side and I stick my arm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels tingly.
I walk in.
Okay. Ariel climbs through. What would everyone else like to do?
I'm gonna follow the paladin.
Okay. Storm dives through the portal.
I make sure that Marley's coming. Before
Can I look at the
go?
goblins to like see what their reaction is?
The goblins have never seen. The goblins have.
We're past their track.
Yeah, they've
never been in this room, right?
People usually get sucked into the mirror if they make it past the. Usually, people aren't as fast as you guys.
Marley,
or they drink one of the poisons.
I don't want to continue without you, so.
Okay, well, first I'm going to turn into not a cat, and I realized that I couldn't have casted the absorb elements because I was a cat.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'll...
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're not being a panther anymore, okay, yeah.
So Marley and Hester hop through the portal?
Yes.
Okay.
I will take your hand if you're not opposed to it, just for sure.
We are running out of time, so let me wrap this up. But you see, as you are kind of flying Doctor Strange style through this swirling portal, a hobgoblin wearing a green crushed velvet suit with a green top hat says, "Ugh, adventurers. But I suppose you passed all my tests. Here's your prize." And you all appear back on to the teleportation circle on Manshoon's winged serpent, and you're all holding a voucher.
Oh, I got a golden ticket.
The voucher says good for 10 free potions at any Jimmy Jangles Brewing Company store. Certain restrictions apply. Only valid for 1 year.
Oh. I give mine to Marley and I say, I go back to places again. Here, you deserve this more than the others.
Oh, thank you. Are you sure you don't want to keep yours?
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Is Manshoon still here? Has some time passed? Has everyone else left?
Yeah. Everyone has left.
100 years has passed.
Yes.
Everyone has left but Manshoon, who's sitting cross-legged on the floor, and it looks like he was meditating maybe. And he stands up and he stretches out a little bit and he says, "You're going to have to tell me all about it."
All right. And I start to go into
I start to sing a song. Oompa, loompa,
Yeah.
buggery, boo.
I'm going to call you in to play the goblins whenever we get to that part in the song. Buggery.
This entire shit, and so are you.
Whoa!
Oddly specific for not...
That's them. That's the goblins, not me.
Okay. And that's where we will wrap up this stupid adventure for tonight.
Bless you.
Outros and plugs. Timothy.
Hi, I'm Timothy Magic on Twitter, Timothy McCown-Reynolds on Instagram. What do I want to plug? I want to plug D&D with my friends. I want to plug Laughing Dragon Inn.
Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Soup, aka Soupska on Twitter and Instagram, all that fun stuff. You can follow me if you like cool artwork, because that's what I do.
Truth.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us again, Garret. Do you have any outros or plugs?
It's Ramrod Dude on Twitter, on Twitch. I play every Saturday at 6:30 Eastern with Sean McGovern and crew on Power Score RPG, so check that out. And thank you very much for allowing me to play again with you guys. It was a joy.
A pure pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, thank you.
Marty.
It's your boy back at it. I'm plugging Andy's stupid brain. It's pretty great. Brings me a lot of joy, I guess. Way to go, Andy's brain.
Thanks, Andy's brain.
Andy's brain. Yay.
Which can be found at Laughing Dragon Inn.
I'm here a lot.
On all your YouTubes and Twatches.
Thank you. I'm Andy Hatton, at Andy Hatton on Twitter. I love the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but Willy Wonka is the obvious villain of that. He murders a children. He fat shames them.
An entire children.
Children. He fat shames and yells at them for chewing gum. He murdered a kid for chewing gum. Like, I know there are some hot takes about how Grandpa Joe's the worst. It's clearly Willy Wonka. He's a charming weirdo who murders people. But promises that they're fine at the end. Anyway, come join us at the Laughing Dragon Inn for more quality content like this.
For what hot takes.
If you would like something similar to this with intellectually distinct Yu-Gi-Oh characters, there's an episode of Mulholland 4 about it.
My favorites.
It's still among my favorites we've done.
Have a great night, everybody.
Every time I'm feeling sad.
Always use your full movement.